Well, hello, you gorgeous mother truckers, you, and welcome to another video. Right then, so the last video, Red Flags Reform, and I did another video after, didn't I, where I was saying I was quite surprised that we haven't had any real kickback. It happens, and it happened, but this particular one kind of shows you the mentality that we're having to deal with. And well, I'm going to read the comments. I'm not going to say who it is. The comments up on my comment section on the video if you want to go and find out. There's no need to mention it. They'll know who they are, and you can't put that and say what you say, because I'm going to have to it's a challenge that I need to rise to. And as you haven't got a YouTube channel and haven't got the balls to sort of go online with your face and say these things. So I was basically called a sad man. Well, you know, nothing. I need to take a look in the mirror. A sequence of events, and I was called a fool. So I just said this, that, and the other. Try and say, well, okay, fine. You're entitled to your opinion. That's cool. Thanks very much. But clearly wasn't enough, because this person needed to make a point. And it's a point that I am forced to respond to, because when you hear it, you'll understand. So, the fool is anyone who dilutes the truth. Well, I haven't diluted any truth whatsoever. I've just reported what's been said. I don't embellish. I don't dilute the truth. I report or comment on what's actually been said by somebody in the press. I'm not saying Reforge or Reform are right or wrong. It's the splitting of opinions that's keeping the Tories and Labour surviving. Okay? So it's splitting of opinions. So you're not allowed to have an opinion other than the Reform opinion. Is that where we're going? But like most of these channels, you're looking for an edge. I'm not looking for an edge at all. What I'm looking for is I see something and I don't agree with it, or I do agree with it, and I come on here and I give you my opinion. That's it. I'm not trying to find any edge. Because trust me, if I know now, after doing all the videos that I've done, and I've done a fair few videos, I know now which videos that I could just keep pumping out and I would get hundreds of thousands of subs and I make shitloads of money. I know that, but that's not what I do. It's as simple as that. It's just, yeah. Try fronting the enemy, then once destroyed, talk about freedom and consolidation of our nation. No. You see, no. So what we need to worry about is we get rid of them. Ignore everything that's showing us that isn't what they're. We'll get rid of them, and then we'll sort the problems out. No, because by the time we get in power, and after the next 4 years of these idiots are in charge, there's going to be far more important things that need to be done, focused on, and concentrated on, than not then going, oh well, now we need to sort out what you said and what you didn't say. No. I'm a fool, am I? Well, if you believe that that's going to need to be your priority once you get into government, which is sorting out all the in-house fighting, which the Labour and Tories are continually doing, and not sorting out, and not presenting a united front, and never knowing what one's saying or the other, which is exactly what Reform are doing right now before they're even in power. If you think that's what's going to be needed to be done and not fixing anything else, what's the point? You're getting the same as what you're getting now. I know it's very hard to understand, but that's the truth. The good voting people of this country and the welfare of their families, like me, don't need the likes of you. Likes of me. What do you mean? Likes of what? I see something, I say what I think about it, and I'm muddying the waters. Right. How do I put this? My videos get, on average, 500 viewers a video, which is not a lot. It's okay. Of which a good percentage of that don't even live in this country. So you could probably go for about 400 of those people live in this country. And do you think that I'm muddying the waters for 400 people out of a population which is potentially over 70 million now? I'm muddying the waters. See, this is the rhetoric that you get. This is the stupidity that you get. That a tiny little YouTube channel Lot of mine's not even. I'm not even 10,000 viewers, subscribers, and quite a few of them are abroad, who are tuning in to see what's going on here. But I'm muddying the waters. Look to the future. Have goals that are bigger than you and your channel achieving something. I've achieved a lot in my life because you know nothing about me. Absolutely nothing about me. You have no idea what I've done in my life. You have no idea what I've achieved, what I haven't achieved. But so you think I'm doing this channel to better myself? Is that or make a legacy or earn a fortune? Sorry to shatter your bubble, son, but I'm not doing it for anything like that. And if you've actually bothered to watch any of my other videos, you'd understand that. But nah, it's better for you to get your point over that you must believe what reforms say, and you dare and should not question it because people like you see, you've proved that you are a reform voter. You're a Richard Tice, you know. You have nothing to do with that lot, them lot. You're ripping our flag and momentum. I'm ripping our flag. Bled for the flag, have you? Stood in a foreign field defending it, have you? And I'm ripping the flag. I'm standing up for my flag. I have 2 flags flying proudly over my house and have do for the last 18 years since I moved in here. And before that, I've always had the flag in whatever I'm doing. A vehicle, in my locker, wherever I go. Wherever I've worked, I've even had a flag tucked on my uniform somewhere, a pin badge. Your momentum, the only people who are crippling your momentum is your leadership. Is the people in charge who say one thing, then say another thing to contradict that, and then say another thing that was the original thing to contradict the original thing. We need clear, precise direction. This is what we're going to do when we get in power. Not if. When we get in power, we're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do it this way. This is how it's going to happen. And then stick to it. But you don't. Reform never do. Oh, well, we'll deport everyone. Well, actually, it's a political impossibility and it's way off my radar. Oh, now we're back to excuse me, deporting everyone. Make your mind up. You are a fool and sadly you can't see it. No, I'm not the fool. The fool is somebody who will point to a comment like that and prove what I've said is right. I'm that lot. I'm ripping the flag. Really? You couldn't get anyone more patriotic if you tried. But no, it's okay because I'm causing the problem. Our momentum's falling. No, your momentum's falling because people have fucking woken up to your idiotic beliefs. You have a party who go, we don't believe putting women in male prisons, and then appoint as your justice czar a bloke cosplaying as a woman who has spent their entire career since becoming a woman apparently saying that men dressed as women should be allowed in women's prisons. That's what's killing your momentum. What's killing your momentum is brainwashed bullshit like that. What's killing your momentum is accusing anyone who dares question as being unpatriotic and tearing up the flag and calling us you lot. You see, that's how you alienate voters. I know the party's desperately trying to lick Muslim arse because that's what you think is, but what you don't understand is they'll use you. The Muslim belief, Islam will use you, tariq you, until they're in position of power, and then they'll kill you like everybody else, because that's what they do. And I'm the problem. This is the kind of brainwashed mentality that you get from the Green Party. From Labour supporters who voted this shit lot in and are still trying to defend it when the rest of the country's on its knees. And what you have to understand is, don't you think it's a bit weird that with all the intelligence that they will have known that this is coming. What's happening now? They knew it was coming. They knew it was coming. They knew it was building up. And then all of a sudden, miraculously, here comes reform. You know, the party you pay money to, but you're not allowed to have any say in what that party does at all, or even with your money. Become a subscriber. They put Nigel Farage as the figurehead because that'll attract all the people who went Brexit. Somebody went, oh, you know, he got us Brexit. And he promptly fucked off. And did you know why he fucked off? He fucked off because he wasn't expecting to win. The whole Brexit vote was done and they were not expecting us to vote to leave. They weren't expecting that. That's why he upped and disappeared, because he didn't know what to do because he wasn't supposed to win. So they put Farage and they portray him as this thing, as this far right thing. So you all go, oh yeah, and he says all the right things to get you to pay your money. I went to the very first reform conference in Birmingham, the big one at the NEC. I went there. I sat there and you listen to it, and then Mohammed Zia Youssef come on the stage, and he's the biggest owner. And Nigel Farage says he could potentially one day replace me. Are you seeing it yet? But of course you won't, because it's people like me muddying the waters. I'm not muddying the waters. I see something, I give it to you with my opinion and spin on it. I'm not making stuff up. This is what is said. This is what happens. I haven't really actually gone and thrown my oar in on any political party at the moment, because my philosophy is, at the moment, I'm waiting and I'm reading and I'm paying attention, but I'm also presenting videos. And if I do like this video and I said I was a UKIP member, you all go, no, it's only because he's a UKIP member. Well, I'm not. I'm not a member of any party. I'm not affiliated to anyone. I have my eyes on UKIP. I have my eyes on Advance. I had my eyes on Reform, on Conservative and Lib Dem, Green, Labour. I'm watching them all and watching what they're all doing. And from a position of neutrality, because I don't support any of them, I'm giving you my honest opinion of what I see each one of them doing. I mean, we've had the Green lady come out and spout about immigrants and this, that and the other. They're deluded. They're mental. Absolutely mental. Some people will say, well, why don't you talk about the Greens and that? Because there's no need to, because they're insane. They're just mental. I don't need to. They do all the work for me. Just like you saying it's me that's breaking your momentum, when in reality, I think you really need to, you said to me, I need to look in the mirror. Take a look in the mirror, take a look at Reform in the mirror and see what's actually collapsing the momentum. And it isn't me. It isn't my 500 viewers a video. That's not what's causing the problem. And if you really think it is, if you really think that throwing mud and calling you lot on YouTube, prove us wrong. Get on the YouTube, do your own videos and extol the virtues and wonders of Reform and see where that gets you. Because you're entitled to your opinion. Unlike you, you're entitled to your opinion. I tried to explain to you that I understand your opinion. Thanks very much for it. We could probably have a discussion. But no, you decided to say that I was tearing the flag, ruining your momentum, muddying the waters. You lot. See, that's why you're losing. It's as simple as that. And if you can't see it, I'm afraid you're the fool. And it's as simple as that. But again, I'll be wrong. If you think that, I'm quite happy. Knock yourself out. Any case, enough of that. Ways to support the channel down below. But again, cost of living, only if you can and only if you really, really want to. Your likes, your shares and your subscriptions and your comments are more than enough for me. As you can see from that gentleman, your comment's still there. I don't delete comments at all. I have no moderation on my comments whatsoever. If it's deleted, it's YouTube. Because I believe that everybody should have the right to agree or disagree with me. And that's absolutely fine. But to do that and accuse me of those things, if you think I wasn't going to reply, because I haven't replied now, have I? Well, except for the fact I understand, and of course it's all my fault. Now you got your reply. Any case, see you in the next one.